Life is never easy. It's doable. It's challenging. How do I put it? It's a lot of things, but being easy was never promised.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life moves fast when you do what you want.
Normally I say, hey y'all, this is Bree. Welcome back to Self-Discovery Diaries. In today's video, I want to talk about something heavy, and I want to give a trigger warning if you are dealing with death and grief and any of those type of things and is infringing upon your mental health at this time. Currently, this might not be the video for you. But, however, if you would like to not feel alone in dealing with death and grief, then please stick around and stay tuned, because hopefully sharing my experience can not make you feel alone and help you able to navigate this type of thing. So this is the second Raw Reflections, where I'm going to be talking about, 1 year post death and how I'm dealing with grief and all that other stuff. So, I'm not as chipper as I could be, but I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be able to, speak to you about things that are quite difficult for me, to deal with sometimes, but I want to, make a video just able to share with you what I have learned in this past year. Now, forgive me, this is not scripted. I literally thought of it last minute, and I'm trying to get my thoughts out and hopefully stay on a straight and narrow path so you can understand how I feel. So at the time of recording is August 21st, 2025, and it is 5 days past the 1 year mark of, my brother being deceased, my eldest brother. And I have feelings about, what it's been like for me this past year personally and a year later. And I also want to share in this video, just take this video as more like a online diary of like how I felt this past year and what I'm noticing about myself, and hopefully the things I probably can try to figure out as I, live through this new normal of my life. One of the feelings I have is kind of have settled to this is life. Like, okay, this is my new normal and I just have to adjust to it and live with it. I quite literally don't have no choice. I cannot go back and change time. I cannot go back and do things differently. I cannot do anything. I don't have any magic tricks or sticks or whatever to saying like, okay, I get to live with him another 50 years. I have to adjust to the fact that he's no longer with us. And some days I'm kind of trying to figure out how it looks in my mind, especially like days when it was like his birthday and my birthday, because our birthdays are literally 8 days apart. That particular time period, I was not adjusting to it well. We should both be here celebrating each other, laughing and cracking with each other, with also our younger brother too. It should be all three of us cracking on each other about being in our 30s or approaching our 30s, and we no longer would have that. Also, different family holidays and life events. It always feel like someone is missing now. And that's the feeling I've been grappling with this whole entire year. My brother is not the first person within our immediate circle to be gone. I've been feeling like this a few years now because I have other family members that have passed too. Him being gone is this big amplification of like if someone's missing. Because quite literally now it's 3 people missing that I feel like it should be there. And I'm trying to, come with the terms of, yeah, this is my new normal, but also too, like it's always someone missing. Before these past few years, I've never felt like that. I've never had a close member of my family pass away. I've been to funerals of distant relatives that I don't know, or relatives that I don't see that often. But now this is the first time within this season of my life, it's quite literally the closeness of it is really have impacted me. And I'm struggling with the fact of like, okay, I'm always going to feel like this for the rest of my life. Learning to, oh man, I joke with my mom a lot about things he would say or things he would do if he were still here. And I'm learning that brings my soul a lot of peace and joy, surprisingly, because my mom says all the time, like, my brother wouldn't want me and my other sibling, my other brother, our youngest brother, to be sad for the fact that he's not here. And some days that's easy for me to do when I can joke and laugh about the things he would do and say. Really, really wish he was still here. Every part of him, the good, the bad, the ugly, I really wish all that was still here. A part of me would never fully be okay he's not here. Grief is a funny thing. I'm gonna just say it like this. I don't know why people put grief on like a timeline of like, by this point you should be okay. I think I just have to accept it because I literally have nothing else I could do. I ain't gonna never fully be okay. He's not here. I'm not gonna ever be fully okay. How none of whatever has happened this past year, dealing with that has transpired. I just learned to accept that that's what it is, and I can't do nothing about it. I don't see no point of being angry with God, Buddha, whoever, Yahshua, whatever entity you believe in. I don't see no point of me being angry because quite literally I can't do nothing. I can't bring them back. I can't change how things transpired. I quite literally just be like, okay, I have to just pray and release it all. So, and like I said, I'm quite literally working through it as I'm talking to y'all. So I just wanted to like get it out and share it. And I hope my family and I hope you guys can understand how I feel. And I make this video also thinking of him like, grief is hard. Grief is, unsettling. Grief is, very much a thing that as humans we are told that we're going to have to go through, but we're not quite prepared on how to go through it. Me being a Christian, all I could do when, my brother first passed was like, God, I can't personally do this. I'm gonna have to give this to you because I quite literally don't know how to handle none of this. And a lot of times I think grief is something, if you're not careful, it can swallow you whole and encompass you for years and years and years. Grief has taught me that, life is going to be however long it's going to be, and we don't know the day or the hour when we're called home. So in this season, I really am trying to lean into living every day as much as I possibly can. With grief and death comes, some regrets and some opportunities to look at yourself and see what you can change and do better. And I've had those moments too. I did the best I could at that moment at that time, but now that we're a year post, I'm like, okay, well, these are the areas in which I can show up, be more family oriented and do better, and I'm taking full responsibility for that. Now, I knowing what I know now, want to make more improvements. And that also too has been like, me battling myself and my personal issues within myself. I want to show up more for myself. I want to show up more for others in the best way that works best for both of us. So, and then also too, I also want to say about grief, and I also want to share this thing about grief. And if someone's going through it, you're seen on my side. You're seen, you're heard, you're validated. As far as like, you're not alone grieving a family member. Like, we all are going to grieve family members at some point. And don't let people tell you when you should be grieving, how long you should grieve. Now, I don't believe you should stop living and existing because of grief. I am big on that. Don't get it twisted. I really feel like a lot of our family members who we crossed on will not want us to stop our lives and stop ourselves and stop living the grief because of grief, but more so continue to live on and press on and, become better people. I personally believe my life should not stop because he's not here, but I should remold my life and live to honor the love and the compassion and the care, the protection he's always given me and my younger brother. I want to give that back in some shape or form for him. Like, you was here, you did all the things you could do to protect me, to love me, to show that I matter, I cared, that I was worth something, I'm worthy, and I honor you and thank you by taking the love that you give me. I'm not going to tear up. I'm taking the love that you've given me and putting it back out into the universe to pass it forward to someone else. And this is what I want this video to represent. Like, it's been a year, and this year has been kind of difficult, but I'm still here and I'm still showing up to, I love him and I honor him in this way. I don't have no other way to honor him and love him than to show that, he meant all my family members, all my mother, my father, my older brother, my aunts, cousins, all y'all mean the world to me. And I have no other way to show that by than to just show up and say, this is the way I express my love for y'all, to y'all in this way. And I hope to make him more proud, because one thing about my older brother, he was proud of me, he was proud of my younger brother, he was proud of us all. Despite whatever he was going through, he was proud of us. He was happy, to be in this family. He loved us quite deeply. And I don't want to forget that. I don't want that part of him to die and pass away because he's no longer here. I want to take that love, honor, and boldness and proudness and morph it into something else. So I ain't gonna hold you. That was unscripted. That was very, difficult for me to speak on. But I wanted to treat this as a open diary. This raw reflection. We wanted to share what was on my heart because I was sitting here thinking about it. It's been a minute. Dealing with grief. Grief is hard. Grief is difficult, especially when someone passed away. They're so very close to you, whether it's mother, father, brother, sister, cousin that you was cool with, significant other, children, whatever it is. The passing away of a loved one is a difficult journey to navigate, and unfortunately, it is a journey that we are all going to go through. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. Whether we are the person that passes or we are experiencing the passing of that person. If you're in that season right now, give yourself time, give yourself patience, give yourself the opportunity to feel everything, to grieve what was, grieve what could have been, to grieve what you must have to endure now. Honor them, cherish them, love them, do what you need to do to, move forward. Don't give up on yourself. Don't delay yourself the chance of living life. I know it's hard to sit in that moment to do, but it will come a time that, it doesn't make it easier. You just be able to move along and accept that this is what it is. So now, I don't even know. Comment what you want to comment in the comment section below. I don't even know what to tell you to comment because it is what it is. But, I hope to bring to you more raw reflections. I hope to be more personal. I hope to build a, personal relationship between me and you where we can understand each other. And I hope to, help you through different things in life, as best as I can. Because there's some things I quite literally can't help with. I don't know. But before you walk out the door, please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so you never miss an upload from me. I love you. I care about you. I want to see about you. So you need to come back so you can see me. Okay? Love you. Peace.